for me, my goal is more about the agent's success and seeing them grow and reach their goals. And, the company's a part of that, but I really care so much about my people and having them be successful.
Jesse, thanks for joining the podcast. Great to see you.
Thank you so much for having me. I'm excited to be here. This is my first ever interview on a podcast.
But yeah, tell us a little bit about your team and out in Colorado, and give me the whole background of how you got in this industry and what you guys are up to.
Sure. So I'm in Crested Butte, Colorado. We are a second home market ski town in the middle of nowhere, basically, in the middle of Colorado. If you know where Aspen is, we're basically like 30 minutes south, but there's a mountain chain in between. So it takes about 4 hours to drive to Aspen, but we're just south of Aspen, but very different. I was born and raised here. I've lived in Crested Butte and Gunnison most of my life, and lived in Fort Collins and graduated college, got a job in real estate, and worked as an assistant in the group real estate with Larry Kendall, Ninja Selling. I don't know if you're familiar with him, but so got my background there, and then we moved back to Crested Butte in 2007, started in real estate sales, and then in 2017, I was working for Keller Williams, and that sold to a different brokerage, and we just didn't fit, so we decided to start Signature Properties Ebner Associates. Awesome. We being my husband and I.
There you go.
So we've been doing that since 2017, and I have 11 agents that work under the company, all as independent contractors, and we have a blast.
That's awesome. Give us the pros and cons of working with your husband.
No, it's awesome, actually. So he's an engineer by degree, worked in the power industry for a long time, and then retired from that and decided to help me in real estate. And so he's basically like our CFO. He manages all of the taxes and bills. We own our building and we have a couple tenants, so he manages all of that. But he also is licensed as a realtor. He just hasn't done any sales, but he can show property and he'll do open houses and meet clients and things like that. So it's actually really great. We really stay in our own lanes, but we get to do a lot together. So we have a lot of fun.
I mean, it's nice when you stay in the own lanes. I've had different companies, and sometimes I have the exact same skill set as one of my partners. Luckily, Matt Paulson and I have nothing in relation at all.
Yeah.
He's doing his thing, I'm doing my thing, so it works out well that way. I agree.
Yeah, it's great. He's awesome. He keeps me fed and does all of our sign installs, and he just goes with the flow every day on whatever we need him to do. So it's great.
Nice. And I think you have a history with Tom Ferry and the coaching program. Tell me about that, and tell me about Jesse's Signature Takes.
So yeah, I've been in Tom Ferry coaching since 2018, and I went to the Summit, which is his big conference every year, and it was in California that year, and he just was preaching about how important video is and kind of becoming a name in your market and recognizable. And I was like, I think I can do that. And so I just made this commitment. I'm going to make a video a week, or post a video a week, and see what happens. And I have stayed with it. I've literally posted a video a week since 2018, and awesome. It's been insane. Like, it's really amazing.
That's great. Tell me about it. Like, name of like a deal that you can think of maybe that came from it? Like, what are the other benefits of video for those people?
So I think the biggest thing about it is that I've been consistent, right? Yeah. I don't have videos that go viral. I don't have like this huge following, but everybody knows that I'm posting a video a week, and they recognize the consistency of it. Yeah. And it's taken a long time, because obviously Google then slowly picks up your videos on YouTube. So now in 2025, my videos are showing up in Google searches, where people are, inquiring about, or, curious about real estate in Crested Butte. So last week I got a call from a guy, and he goes, "Man, I just see you everywhere." He's like, "I come to Crested Butte twice a year. Your signs are everywhere, but then your videos," he's like, "every time I want to find something out about Crested Butte, your video pops up." And he's like, "It's so awesome. I feel like I know you, and I'm working with you when I'm ready to buy."
That's awesome. I mean, I think the biggest opportunities is YouTube, versus, we do Instagram, we do a variety of things. But we have an Instagram, or we have a YouTube channel also. And what we're seeing, the good thing about YouTube is these videos last forever, and they just continue to grow. And then as more and more people watch them, they continue to get more and more follows. Whereas with Instagram, you get a hit for like a day or two, and then it's done. So that is one of the great things about YouTube. I think it's underutilized from an agent perspective. You were way ahead of the game for that.
Totally. And what really is the game changer now for me is I'm doing YouTube advertising. So
Yeah.
I have filmed specific commercials for YouTube to run. I have a non-skippable in-stream ads and things like that. And that's been huge. So now I can't leave the office or my house or go anywhere in public without someone being like, "Are you Jesse from YouTube? We
That's
see you. Are you the realtor in Crested Butte? Like I see you everywhere."
awesome.
And that's been great. I've gotten actual direct listings from those ads as well, where people are like, "You must know what you're doing if you figured out how to advertise on YouTube." And then it
Yeah.
follows, those ads follow you on all of your apps, like MSNBC apps. And so I'll get
Yeah.
screenshots from my clients and like, "How are you on my app right now? And I'm in Dallas, and you're in Crested Butte. How are you doing this?" So it's been really fun.
That's awesome. From an online perspective, what else do you guys focus on? Do you do Instagram? Do you do any other avenues?
Yeah, I do Instagram. Again, like I do it all myself. I'm all very organic. I've never felt like I should pay someone to post for me because
Yeah.
Crested Butte's such a small town that you really have to have your own voice, and it's very clear when someone else is doing your Instagram posts. So I do it organically. I don't have like a marketing plan where I do it. I just post as I do, but it's been great. Like again, I was at the gas station on this week getting gas, and this guy goes, "I follow you on Instagram." He's like, "I love your stuff, and whenever I'm ready to buy, I'm buying with you."
That's awesome.
So
That's
it works.
awesome. It works. It works. Tell us about your market. Is a lot of second homes? Is it primary homes? Average
Yeah.
price point? Give us a little overview.
So yeah, Crested Butte is a ski town. It's been a ski area since the 1960s, and in 2018, I might have the year wrong, but we were purchased by the resort was purchased by Vail Resorts. So now we're on the Epic Pass. So we were getting a lot more exposure from that because of obviously Vail's status globally as a ski company, and that's been really interesting. We are almost entirely a second home market, but I do help a lot of locals. We have a lot of people living here full time that need housing and are constantly upgrading or downsizing and things like that. So it's a really good mix. I would say my business is probably 60% second homeowners and 40% locals.
Cool. Awesome.
Yeah.
Nice.
Um,
So good.
I was just gonna say that our average sales price this year is up to 1,700,000.
Gotcha. Wow.
So
Very
yeah.
cool. Nice. And then how did your team come together? Is it something that builds slowly over time? Yeah. What does it look like in terms of recruiting the agents you've found?
So when we started, we had 5 agents come with us because they didn't want to stay with the new company
Hmm.
that Keller Williams turned into. So that was great. And then we've just grown organically. I'm extremely protective of culture in the company, and we have a pretty good setup where it's very like Keller Williams, where we have a cap, and the agents get to market themselves, and it's your listings, your leads, that type of mentality. And I just really, really, really want all my agents to be successful. So I share everything I do. I'm an open book. Like we're just really collaborative and all work really well together.
Very cool. I think you a little equestrian background. Is that right? Tell me about that. How long have you been riding horses, and what is that like?
Yeah, my mom says I became a horse enthusiast ever since I could see out of the car seat in the car, and I grew up competing on a quarter horses. I traveled all over the country and all over Colorado. I won everything you could win. And then when it was time to go to college, I was like, I don't know what else to do. So I'm going to get a degree in equine science. And then I got a job as after college on a horse breeding farm, which was fascinating, but then realized there's really not a good way to make a living in the horse industry. So I needed to move on. But it was a really wonderful way to grow up and compete.
Do you still ride today a little bit for fun, or
I don't,
no?
I have 2 kids, 12 and 15-year-old boys, own a real estate company, and then we live in Crested Butte where it's winter 9 months a year. So I don't have a horse now, and we love traveling. So I don't know. I think I'll get back to it someday, but right now I'm like really loving not having horses.
Yeah, I didn't know about this YouTube and like how popular their channel was. So that's exciting.
Yeah, it's been really I love it. It's definitely, and I'm kind of one of the only ones in my market that's doing it, so
Yeah.
it really kind of stands out, which is awesome. So I might be doing a presentation at the next Tom Ferry conference in California about my videos. So
Awesome. That's
yeah,
great.
it's been fun.
So we have a rapid fire question section. So
Okay.
we're going to go through it. Mountain sunrise or mountain sunset?
I would say sunset because we have a thing called alpenglow, and it's in the afternoon when the sun sets and the peaks all light up bright red, and
Is
obviously
that
we're
what
a
I
ski
see behind
town.
you right now? Is that what I'm seeing?
Yes, this is
Okay.
that's Mount Crested Butte. That's our ski area behind me, and après skiing is a big deal.
Yeah.
So obviously cocktails in the afternoon and sunsets are my fave.
What's like the best upgrade you can get in a mountain home, that you're seeing out there? Like, what's the one thing that most people want, or your favorite thing, your favorite upgrade?
I think that's something that not a lot of people know about in mountain homes is that all of our heat is in newer homes is in the floor. So
Hmm.
we have the radiant in-floor heat, and it's once you have it, you'll never go back.
Yes.
And it's so fantastic to have warm feet when it's 30 below outside. So I think that's the biggest thing that I notice people really not understanding until they get here, and then going, I can't believe I've lived without this my whole life.
Yeah, I one of my friends got that in his bathroom, and I redid my home, and I forgot to do it, and I still think about it. It's like, oh man, getting those cold bathroom floors. It's like, it'd be nice.
It's a game changer for sure, and it's like I said, we're basically wintered 9 months a year, so it's important.
Peak tourist season, love it or hate it?
I love it. I love it. It's always super busy. July has become kind of the craziest time for us. Summers are almost more popular than the winters because it's so beautiful here, and there's Crested Butte's the wildflower capital of Colorado. Like there's just it's just epic and it's crazy. Like there are people everywhere. Restaurants are hard to get into, but I love it. My business is always jamming and it's
Yeah.
fun. It's fun to make money. It's fun to meet new people. It's fun to do business and then when off season comes along, it's always nice to have a break. So
When are you selling most of the homes? Is it what time of the year?
now that we're in 2025 post COVID, I would say it's become a lot more consistent year
Yeah.
round. But pre COVID, I would say we were first quarters were dead. Second and third quarters were busy. Fourth quarter was slow down. So
Mhm.
summer is always the busy selling season because it's much easier to buy a house that isn't buried in 8 feet of snow. But it's really consistent now. So it's a very steady market.
Gotcha. Your favorite time of the year, summer or winter?
I'm so torn. I mean, I love summer, but I couldn't live in a place that didn't have winter. I love skiing so much. And, it's just part of my life. I've been skiing since I was 4 years old, and I would have a hard time not having that every year. So I'm at 50-50.
Your style of your dream home, modern mountain, rustic lodge, something else?
Right now, my dream home is one of my listings. It's 18 Walking Deer Lane. It's a brand new house listed for 9 million. It's ski in, ski out, and it's like a spectacular mix of like modern finishes, but with reclaimed wood and rustic trusses, and like so it's got a really good mix of both, and then just epic mountain views.
Yeah.
But you can ski right to the back door. Like it's so
Nice.
cool.
We
So
will. We'll pop
that's
that. We'll pop that up on the podcast. It might be
yes,
sold by
yes.
then,
Thank
but
you.
yeah.
That's I'm not trying to promote it. It literally is
Oh,
my
you
dream home.
should. You should promote it. It sounds amazing.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
Very cool. What do you guys see over the next 5 years for your team, your business, and what you guys are focused on?
Yeah, I mean, so we're still a small brokerage. We've got a couple franchise brokerages in town that have more agents, but we're consistently in the top five of the market. For me, my goal is more about the agent's success and seeing them grow and reach their goals. And the company's a part of that, but I really care so much about my people and having them be successful.
Love it. If people want to out there, if they want to buy that $9 million home or work with you, what's the best way to find you?
Well, YouTube, no.
Yeah, exactly.
I use my name for everything. So it's jesseebner.com. Jesse@jesseebner.com is my email. And then obviously you can find me pretty easily online these days.
You said you travel a lot. Where are you traveling this upcoming year? Where have you been the last year?
Yeah, our most recent trip, we went to Switzerland and Spain. We actually were just going to Spain. My older son went to London and Scotland with his high school class, so we took our younger son to Spain, and we were flying back to London to meet our older son and our friend. We have this great friend here that is a Olympic skier. He skis the
Oh,
half pipe in X Games and in the Olympics, and we sponsor him at Signature Properties. So he was training in Switzerland, and he called me and he was like, "Hey, you should come see me in Switzerland. And we're like, okay.
Yeah.
So we pivoted and extended our trip and went and saw him. But we've taken the kids to Africa. We've been to Thailand. We go to Italy a lot. The beach a lot. You know, the beach is kind of our reprieve for winter. So this year we're going to the Bahamas, or next year we're going to the Bahamas in February. So
Awesome. Awesome.
yeah.
I assume you're an expert skier. Let's be honest, right?
Yes.
Correct.
Yes.
Do we do heli skiing?
I've done that once.
Okay.
So there's a ski area in Colorado called Silverton,
Yeah.
and it's actually backcountry skiing, but you're guided. And I went on a girls trip with a bunch of girls that are great skiers, and the helicopters flying over us all day, and we're like, we got to do that. And they do what they call a heli drop. So you can just do a one-time ride. It was like
Yeah.
$350, and the helicopter picks you up and takes you to another ridge, and then you ski down from there. Worth every penny. It was awesome.
Awesome. That is awesome. I grew up water skiing. I've
Okay.
learned snow skiing and water skiing is very different. So
Very different.
water skiing, you're leaning back, and so I actually know how to snowboard, but I tried to learn skiing this year. I got lessons. Was getting a little confidence. Was going down some smaller blues, and then I went to Canada to another place. It was a blue, but it was very, very steep. There's the side of the mountain. I almost went off it. All right, here's what I don't get. Once you start pushing down, I mean, that speed is just so fast. I mean, it's just, and no matter how much I turn, I'm still flying. You got any suggestions for me?
Turn more and use your edges.
Yeah.
Pizza, not French fry. Pizza.
Okay. That's it.
No,
It's something I truly respect, and I'm super jealous of people that are great at it. So.
Well, I would drown if I tried water skiing, so maybe that makes you feel better. I'm landlocked. I'm a skier. I'm a land person. Water is not my friend.
Love it. Love it. Hey, thank you for coming on the show.
Thank
Great
you.
having you. You've
So
been an
fun.
amazing partner of ours. We really appreciate it.
Oh, I love it. Yeah, I mean, I'm so thrilled to be partnered with Allied Title. It's been a joy and really great to work with you guys, and I can't wait to see where we head from here.